everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. I am so glad you're here. I'm going to show you 5 things I have picked up recently to spice up my winter wardrobe. Sometimes I feel winter dressing can be quite samey, quite boring. It can feel really uninspiring. So that is why I've been on the hunt for some pieces that are just going to bring a little bit of like joy back into my winter dressing. So before we get into the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel because it means the absolute world when you do. That being said, let me show you item number 1. I feel like the first piece I had to start with was what I'm wearing right now, which is this gorgeous Borg gilet. I actually picked this up because I wanted one that was similar last year from River Island and pretty much sold out quite quickly. I couldn't really get my hands on it. So then when this year rolled around and I spotted this one online, I was like, all right, I'm gonna invest in one this year because I just feel like I can layer it over the top of like a classic white shirt. I could layer it over some really like thin merino wool knits just to add a bit of spice. See, I feel like we wear a lot of knitwear throughout this season. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I just find that sometimes knitwear can feel just a little bit boring. It's like just wearing the same things on repeat. This kind of gives that illusion of like wearing knitwear and that cozy vibe to the look. It does offer like a little bit more warmth. I feel like it is giving Isabel Marant vibes, except this was considerably cheaper than the Isabel Marant one. This one I think I paid around £30 and is actually my first new look purchase in years. I can't even tell you the last time I stepped foot into an actual new look. Thank you to Google Ads for throwing this one up when I searched Borg gilet because I was so impressed with it. I went for a size medium because I wanted it to be just like a little bit more oversized, and you know what, it's perfect. The color is perfect, the fit is perfect, the shape. I could wear this belted. I'm thinking this would look really cute belted with a pair of faux leather trousers. I feel like this could also look really cute layered with like a satin midi skirt. I put this on this morning and I was like, I see the vision. I see the vision in so many outfits. If you watched my first Vlogmas episode, if you haven't, I would highly recommend watching it after this one, but you'll have already seen these, and it is a pair of grey tailored trousers. These ones are from UNIQLO. I have these already in a cream and a tan. Love them. I love the fit around the waist. I love the leg length. I think they're literally the most perfect tailored trouser. They're really high quality and they're less than £40, so all in all 10 out of 10. Love them. So flipping good. What I tend to do, especially this time of year, is gravitate a lot more towards black, which can sometimes feel really heavy. Again, if you're wearing multiple all black looks like daily, it can kind of feel like your outfits are all starting to look the same, like uninspiring. So a really easy way to spice things up is just to switch out the tone. If you want another shade of black, you have to go for grey, right? And I feel like swapping out, say, a black tailored trouser in your all black look for a soft grey, charcoal grey, really softens the look, lightens it up, makes it feel a little bit more dimensional. I also feel like it's a lot easier then to pair things like brighter colours. Like I love red paired with grey. I feel like the contrast between those two colours isn't as stark as if you were wearing like red and black, which kind of gives me like Halloween vibes. Not to say that that doesn't work. In some kind of outfits that does work, but I feel like it pairs a lot nicer with grey, or if the outfit's a little bit more like multi-dimensional with all these different tones of black and grey. But they are as easy to style as a black tailored trouser, so an absolute versatile wardrobe essential in my capsule wardrobe. The top of my wish list for winter this year was to find the perfect pair of boots. In previous years, that would have consisted of like a really chunky ankle boot. Whilst they still definitely have their place in my wardrobe, I wanted a pair of boots that were like low heel, like an ankle boot sock fit, so that I could wear them underneath my jeans. I could wear them with tailored trousers. I could wear them with like skirts and dresses if I wanted to, but for me it was more of like, what would I wear with a tailored trouser or with a pair of jeans if I'm going to an event, but it's like a day event and I want to feel a little bit more polished, but I don't want to wear a full heel boot because I want to be comfortable. It was a very specific type of boot that I was looking for, and I also kind of wanted to get it in a leather so that I could wear it for years and years to come, and they'd be like a staple piece of my winter wardrobe. And it's taken me a good few months because I'm pretty sure I wrote this list and started looking back in September, and I have bought a couple of different pairs of boots to try, hoping that they would kind of fit that, but nothing ever did. And I kept seeing this pair on and the stories, and every time I looked online my size was always sold out. So when I was in London yesterday, I just nipped across the road from Selfridges and thought I'm gonna have a look in and the stories and see if they have my size. Tried them on and she literally had my size, which was amazing. And then I tried them on and I was like, I found it. They're perfect. They are these little low heel, really comfy, really easy to walk in. They are a sock boot finish, so they really hug the ankle and the leg, and they're actually quite high up, which is nice because then if I'm wearing like a maxi skirt, they can kind of hit the top of the boot and you don't get that like weird gap between the bottom of the hem and where your boot starts. And then they have a little square toe, but it is kind of pointed into a square, so it's not like a super wide all the way down. It does kind of taper in slightly, which I think is very flattering, and I could keep wearing them forever. Do you know what I mean? I just think think they're a really classic staple boot that I'm gonna have and love for years and years to come. I love them. You know how I was saying knitwear can sometimes feel just like a little bit boring? Well, this piece of knitwear is far from boring. I mean, again, if you watched my Vlogmas, you'll have seen that I picked this up in Mango last week and I am obsessed with it. It's literally like a sheet. I just think this is such a fun piece to have in your wardrobe, and it's your sign to have something that sparks joy in your winter wardrobe, because the weather certainly is not going to be doing that for us. It's really toasty because of obviously how much layering is going into this. Like, it really traps the warmth into this cardigan, and I feel like it's one of those pieces that, again, I could dress this up, I could dress it down. I feel like it's so fun. I just think it's a really fun piece, and I think I said this in my vlog, but it like just sparks conversation. It's a talking point. I feel like if there's any event that I'm going to in the next like month where I know that I'm not going to know anyone, I think I'm just going to wear this just for the ability to be able to have conversation with people I don't know. Like, these things are very important when you're someone who is an introvert. Quick little outfit change for the last piece that I wanted to talk about, and it's a pair of jeans. And if you follow me on TikTok or even on Instagram, I've posted it a few times on my stories, you know that my months-long hunt for the perfect pair of autumn/winter jeans has finally come to an end, because I just made the decision to buy what I would consider the best jeans that I own in the colour that I wanted them for autumn winter, because that would save me so much money, so much time, energy and effort of buying jeans and sending them back, because no other brand does them quite like this. And I picked up a pair of the Levi ribcage straight jeans, which are the perfect straight leg jean. Like, they stay straight the entire way down. I love the fact that you can pick your waist size and your length, so if you're someone who's maybe a bit more petite and you want a shorter leg, you can buy them in a shorter leg. It's just so convenient. I have mine in a waist 26 and a leg 29, with the perfect leg length to wear with like trainers, like my Sambas, but also I could wear them with the boots that I already featured in this video. I could pair them with heels. They're the best. They're so good, and I love the colour. This darker wash, the slightly lived in like fading, it's so flipping good. And I love the fact as well, these kind of give you a bit of a wedgie, a bit of a bum lift, but you can't feel it when you're wearing it. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say like when I've got them on that I can feel them like lifting the behind. When I look at videos back of me trying them on or like styling them up, I'm like, she makes it look good, considering I've not really done any legs for months. Actually, that's a lie, I did a Barry's class, didn't I, last week? That was the first time I'd done any like leg workouts in a while. I just think these are the best jeans ever. They're called rib cage because they sit so high-waisted, they sit on the last rib. So comfortable, so flattering, not restrictive. They're the best, and they're the easiest things to style. Love them.